This week on Police 10-7, a night of drinking ends up in a brawl in Lower Hutt.
Just put your hands behind your back.
Christchurch police struggle to understand Honi.
I was in the 7-Eleven with a bull in the room straight down the 2 blocks.
Bill calls in the police after a 14-hour drinking session leads to an argument.
Looks like you've had a few tonight.
Oh, I've had about 21.
21 today.
And Ollie grabs some salt before taking refuge in a neighbour's car.
Just come over here, mate.
It's not your house? Yeah, okay, sit there.
I22 10-7.
Hamilton constables Craig Chaplow and Jason Mackay have been called in after an argument between a guy called Bill and his transsexual flatmate.
How is it? How you going? What's been happening?
He drinks, you know, and I drink too, but all I drink is beer. But that thing had a flagon of wine, red wine. I don't know where I got it from, and all I had was that much left. And I drank a whole flagon of wine, and then away its mouth goes, and it just goes violent. Starts yelling and screaming, and I just can't put up with it.
The flatmate, who Bill insists on calling it, had left before police arrived.
And if you find it, put an alcohol ban on it.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have the powers to do that. She's old enough to decide herself if she wants to drink or not. We can't stop her from drinking. Just the same as we can't stop you from drinking.
You'll only drink.
Looks like you've had a few tonight.
Oh, I've had about 21.
21 today?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking remarkably well for having that
Well, I
many.
can handle it, that's why. You know what my medicine is?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
So you have a swig of beer and a swig of that?
No, I had that before I started drinking.
Yeah?
And believe it or not, you know what time I started drinking?
What time?
4 o'clock this morning.
So you...
The thing is, I can't walk because my legs are headed, but I can stand up.
You wouldn't want to be walking after 21 cans, would you? It's better to stay sitting.
I can do that. In fact, I could probably walk now, but I'm just frightened if I fall over.
Oh, well, we'll go and see if we can find her and we'll have a word to her. See you later.
Much. Sorry to bother you.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Bye.
They couldn't find Bill's flatmate, but later in the night, Craig and Jason are called to an assault in a car park at the back of Garden Place.
How's it, man?
That's good.
What's happened here?
I don't know. I can't really call it in. Very sort of disorientated.
Someone give you a smack or something?
Oh, I think so, eh? Like, yeah, I've just come to it like in the last 10 seconds.
Matthew and his 2 friends had just been going home from a party when they'd been attacked.
And whereabouts were you?
We're just walking here. This is exactly where it took place.
Yep.
The car just drove up here.
Yep.
These guys just jumped out. They asked us if we had any beers, and then they just started laying into this guy.
Yep.
Like, it was just really sudden. They just started punching him.
Yep.
You know, they started punching me, and I ran off into this direction.
Yep.
And then I found the taxi, and I just called police emergency, and that's all I saw. And like, by the time we got back, you guys were already there, so.
While Andrew had gone for help, David, the 3rd member of the trio, had been trying to beat off the attackers.
I tried to kick them because they were attacking my friends.
Was that just before we got here? Or?
That was before you got here, but then the guy in the yellow was talking to you, and it really pissed me off because he was part of it. So,
okay, all right. Did they say what they were after?
I don't know, I thought they were just trying to rob us.
Police arrived on the scene so quickly, the assailants had scattered. The guy in yellow and another suspect had been found nearby. But it's proving difficult to get a positive ID out of the victims.
You hit your buddy at all? Very cool.
I'm not so sure.
You're not too sure? Okay, what about his mate that was in the car? Do you recall whether he was...
It was 5 Māori Māoris.
Did you see them pull up in this car? Did they all pull up in the car?
No, I didn't see them pull up in the car. I just
So
see
you're
them
not sure where they'd come from?
As the confusion continues, the main victim, Matthew, suddenly falls over, unconscious.
We need an ambulance. I was walking along. We're walking along and this car pulled out.
Still breathing?
Stay down here.
Just stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. No, stay on the ground.
Matthew barely knows where he is and doesn't remember being hit. And David's drunk and confused, which means that the only real hope for identifying the assailants lies with Andrew.
All of them throwing punches and all that sort of thing?
I
or-
only saw one guy throwing punches.
Oh, okay.
And one guy started hitting me, jumped on me. I didn't actually get a look at him, and I just took off.
Okay.
Constable Craig Taylor had caught the 2 suspects, but without identification, there isn't enough evidence to hold them.
So I think as long as we've got details, if we don't have to go on the break in the morning, then yeah, probably not much else we can do.
No, well, they can't ID them.
Send them all on their way.
He's got quite major swelling behind his ears.
Oh, is it?
And there's a footprint on the back behind his ears. He's not in a good way though.
Matthew suffered a severe concussion from the attack, but in spite of further investigations, police couldn't link the suspects to the assault, and no one could make a positive ID of the assailants. Nobody was arrested, and a little while later, Constables Craig Chaplow and Jason Mackay come across 2 groups of drunk teenagers arguing in Hamilton's Garden Place.
Where are you guys from? Lawton? Best you go there then, eh? Bugger off home instead of...
Is this 10-7? Hey, bro! Hey, bro!
Don't worry about that.
Hey, down!
Hey, go home rather than hanging around on the street. All right?
Nobody seems to be taking much notice, and to make matters worse, police have got Bevan to deal with.
Sorry, man, it was me. I didn't mean to fucking do it. I broke the law, all right? Fuck, God help us all, you know?
So far, Bevan hasn't broken the law. That is still to come. As everybody begins to move off, the argument between the 2 groups sparks up again.
I think she's shaping up again.
Although there's abuse flying in all directions, it could have ended here. But Bevan decides to go too far, leading to his immediate arrest for offensive behaviour.
Boy, don't hold that by your fucking hand.
Hey, get out of the way. Or she'll get locked up for obstruction, all right? Let him go, or she'll get locked up for obstruction.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. There you go. He's coming with us, all right? Stand up. Stand up.
You can't do that, you know.
Stand up.
No, you can't. You
You're under
can't.
arrest.
You can't. You can't walk like that, man.
In the main street of town, alright?
Yeah. See this? Oh, it's wrong, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Get me on TV, man, please.
What do you got in your pockets, man?
Please.
What do you got in your pockets?
Bongs. P5, you know, the words.
What do you got in here?
Fuck if I know, man. Fucking shit.
You've done for littering as well.
Yeah. Why not? Why not, eh? You love it, eh?
Bevan later signed a guilty letter and was fined $100. But now a call's come in about another drunk, and Constable Nerida Dodge and her partner are on their way to the scene.
Basically a drunk man has entered somebody's house, gone right in there and helped themselves to food in the house and is now refusing to leave.
When they arrive at the address, a strange situation has developed.
He's in the car.
The drunk guy has climbed into the homeowner's car and he's clutching a salt container.
Hi. How's it going? How's it? Do you live here? You live here?
No, he doesn't.
They don't think you live here.
Oh.
I think you got the wrong house.
Oh, sorry.
Is this your car?
No.
Your car?
Yeah, it's my mum's.
Oh, okay. Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Was.
This isn't your house, eh? Is this your car?
No.
No, not your house, not your car.
No.
What are you doing here?
Hey,
What are you doing here?
drinking.
Why are you drinking here in this car in this house?
Drinking.
It's not your place, eh?
Ollie's been drinking for some time, and he's apparently taken refuge in the car because he can no longer stand up.
Just come over here, mate.
It's not your house. Yeah, okay, sit there.
Whereabouts do you live? Whenau? Whereabouts do you live?
Here.
You live here?
Oh, we just need one.
These people don't know you though. So,
Number 4.
where's home for you?
Who?
Whereabouts is your home?
Where's Mum?
Not here.
Not here.
No, you tell us. Have you got any ID? You got a wallet, something with your name on it? Something?
No.
No ID?
No.
No. Where have you come from? Did you walk here?
Here, man.
Oh, where'd you walk from?
From over there.
From where?
In fact, Ollie is completely lost. He'd just turned up and started eating food out of the homeowner's fridge, and now he's going to have to go back to the station.
Hop in, mate. Hop in. Into the
Me?
car. Yes, you. Into the car. You're under arrest.
Me?
You need to go and sober up.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, mate.
Ollie eventually pleaded guilty to unlawfully being in a building and was sentenced to 40 hours community service, and his wife later made him apologise to the homeowner. And after the break, Lower Hutt police are on their way to a fight outside a local bar.
Don't staunch up to me, all right? Oh, not too tight. That's all right.
But first, Christchurch police are looking for a hit-and-run driver.
Didn't you even stop to see if they were okay?
I hit them on the side.
Yeah. Didn't you even stop to see if they were okay?
When I saw police, man, my fucking ass was out of there. As soon as I hit that car, man, I was out of there. I was on the 7-Eleven with a boom straight down the whole blocks. How you motherfucker trying to escape my ass out of the way, then the motherfucker getting busted, you know what I mean? How you motherfucking ass? Cause I'm gonna be on television now and say, oh, what? How you?
Honey had ended up rapping at Christchurch Central Station after he'd crashed into another car and refused to stop for police.
We're just on the way to an area where it appears a car has done a bit of a runner from one of our units. It sounds like it's pulled into a side street in a fairly quiet area, and the driver's done a runner from there.
Where's he gone to, Robert? Field, if you just wait at the main entrance there, he's ducked in here somewhere, I'm sure of it. There was something...
Clear left.
I think the left-hand guard was hanging off. Only one way in and out of there.
Police quickly surround the area where the car was last seen, and Nigel Craythorne and Nigel Armstrong take up a position on the outer cordon.
The unit has gone in and going to do some areas just throughout all the streets to try and look for the vehicle, which has got a damaged right guard, so it should sort of stand out a bit. And of course we have a registration. The dog unit has just arrived, just in case a guy goes to ground. So
Moments later, one of the patrol cars catches up with the suspect vehicle.
Bibiana Street in Ainsfield.
And Senior Constable Neville Sampson has got Honey, the drunk hit-and-run driver, in custody.
You pissed me.
Smash, mate.
A few two cans. Whereabouts did you hit the car? And you freaked out and you took off.
This is my first time I've ever had an accident.
Didn't you even stop to see if they were okay?
I hit them on the side.
Yeah. Didn't you even stop to see if they were okay?
Yeah, because there's a chance of someone just jumping out and giving me the mean-ass horn.
Oh, I don't think that happens, not too often.
It could happen, though.
The outside of Honey's car is badly damaged from the collision he'd had with a vehicle that had been stopped at traffic lights. Honey had driven off after the initial crash, and there are empty beer cans all over the floor of the car.
As you can see, he admits to have been drinking a tad.
Maybe about 3 cans, 344 limos, yeah. See, man, but motherfucking dumb motherfuckers, you know what I mean, jumped in the car when they were drinking at home, you know. It would be at home, you know, it's safe. Just fucking wanted to jump in the car and get his ass arrested, you know.
He's had a few, so he'll be coming back to Central to just see exactly how far over the limit he is.
And as if side-swiping another vehicle wasn't bad enough, Honey had hit an executive home just before he'd been caught.
It appears as if as he's come down the road here and come into this wee side street, that his right, or his driver's side mirror, has actually ripped a wee bit off the post there. That hasn't been seen, that's simply by his own admission in regards to his fancy driving skills.
Back at Christchurch Central, Honey goes through the usual drink driving procedures.
Good job, that's it. Okay man, the legal limit for you is 400. See that there, the first test 744.
Can I show you
it? The second test 800.
Yeah.
Probably can't even see it here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's over by twice the legal limit.
Honey was convicted on a charge of driving with excess blood alcohol, as well as for careless driving and failing to stop at the scene of an accident. He was disqualified from driving for 18 months and sentenced to 250 hours community service.
I just fucked my life up, man. I should have just stayed home.
Why are you talking like an American gangster?
No, I'm trying to be an American gangster because I feel liquid. And always the way I speak this shit, man. I always speak this shit when I'm liquid because I don't know, because I can't say anything when I'm straight, yo. I'm quiet as a motherfucking mouse, yo. But each time I get liquid, I gotta say something, yo. Just to make it happen in this motherfucking party, yo. That's so good. I did wrong. I just said the time.
My mate got in a fight and then like someone hooked him. And I was like, no, stop it. And then we like, all of us went out to the back to the alleyway and we were like trying to stop it and this. But I didn't hit some mate, because I'm not like that. And then the officers turned up and they arrested me for stopping a fight. That's what happened.
Where are you, Sam?
By Flashbacks.
The fight that led to Brendan's arrest happened at Flashbacks, a bar in Lower Hutt.
North, yeah.
Okay.
One of the bouncers just got told off that down the alleyway on Daly Street, halfway down between Flashbacks and that other road.
Oh, there's a fight there, mate. Yeah, got a fight on Flashbacks.
By the time Rion Blake and James Pomari pull up at the scene, the fight's moved onto the street and a couple of bouncers have grabbed two of the offenders. The bouncer's eagerness to get Stuart's head onto the bonnet makes a bit of a noise, but Stuart doesn't seem to notice.
Again, Mum! Step away! Everyone step away! Do it now! Fuck that cunt!
Stay here.
While James Pomari cuffs Stuart and security guard Mike Woods holds on to another offender, Rion Blake's caught up with Jason.
Just turn your hands. Over here. Just turn your hands. Don't staunch up to me, all right? Oh, not too tight. No, that's all right. Yes, all right. All right, you're under arrest for fighting in a public place, mate. All right? Both of you under arrest, so... You did, you throwing punches. What? What were you doing?
Don't defend yourself when you're in trouble, eh? Yeah, bash me. Go on, smash me.
Don't be an idiot.
With everybody claiming self-defence, Constable Nick Isaacs puts Brendan under arrest.
You had a sit rep from here? Negative. We've got 3 in custody. Fighting stopped. You got still quite a big crowd on the street.
So when you turned up, what's the story that was supporting them?
These 2 were fighting that we've got. Yep. And everyone was joining in, so we got the main troublemakers.
Although things have quietened down, there are still plenty of allegations flying around.
Which one? This one over here?
guy in the blue shirt and the guy in the white shirt, apparently they two started it down their road there.
Did they?
Yeah. Apparently, according to these guys here.
Not to you?
Hey?
Did you see it?
Yeah, this guy's seen it.
No, did you?
No, I didn't see it, no.
Without any reliable evidence, all Rion can do is talk to the guy who's being blamed, but it appears he was only trying to help.
You started it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I was trying to stop my mate.
Yeah? What were you doing? Just jump over here. Hey?
I stopped my mate right here.
Yep. Yeah. What were you doing? How did you stop him?
Well, I just did is try to stop my mate from getting him in trouble.
Why are people saying that you started it?
Hey? Who?
Hey?
Tell me who, you know.
Well, you don't need to know who.
Back at the station, Stuart was beginning to realise how badly it had all turned out.
Someone started throwing a couple of punches at my mate, so I went back, I went in, then I started getting punches thrown at me, so I started, punching back, and then next minute I got arrested, and I was in the back of a cop car, so it's not good.
While Stuart's quietened down, Jason's still being difficult.
No, come this way.
He thinks Rion Blake's got the wrong man.
Go on, take it.
Hey?
I'm not even a criminal. Only charge I've been here but done with was reviewing that drink driving charge. No. That's only charge.
Only common assault.
Hey?
Only common assault.
Of who?
Just put it on there.
How'd you get the ripped shirt?
Hey?
How'd you get the ripped shirt? If you weren't fighting.
You were standing there when all those fucking cunts were dragging me and ripping and...
When you were swinging?
Hey?
When you were swinging
I
with the other guy?
Oh, I wouldn't swing with you around because I get done for assaulting a police officer or something. You know that.
Jason and Stuart were charged with fighting in a public place and were both convicted and discharged. Brendan was let go a few hours later with a warning.
Oh, yeah. Sells it.
Next week on Police 10-7, Christchurch boy racers run into Constable Nigel Armstrong.
This is your first time drag racing one of your mates, and you expect me to believe that? You're just begging to be locked up, really, aren't you?
Misty attempts to befriend the police to keep herself out of trouble.
If you're the most corporate, please go up and have a come across. Oh, that's nice to hear.
And in Wellington, Jonathan is lucky to have an escape from an unusual parking manoeuvre.
How fast do you reckon you're going?
60.
60k? Yeah. Pretty good skid marks for 60k on a dry road, though, eh?
65, yeah.